Okay, I'd like to share my screen first. Is my voice audible to you? Am I audible? Yes? Masuniya chu? Masuniya cha?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Sunita, sir.
Subina Thapa has also entered the waiting room. Is my screen sharing visible? Yes? I will share my screen sharing.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. ठीक है sir.
Okay. Now we'll start the class today. Welcome to you all in our virtual class. Okay. And I'd like to revise from what we did before in short. Okay. Before, that is in our previous class, we discussed about what we did in our unit 1. Okay, unit 1. And we also talked about the differences between lang and parole. Okay, what is lang and what is parole? We are talking about the key concepts of language and linguistics. Out of different key concepts of language and linguistics, that is lang and parole is one. And Susmita, can you mute yourself, please? Susmita, there is some background noise from your device. Susmita, okay. Now, lang and parole, we did before. Okay, lang is actually the total knowledge of language, and parole is the act of speaking or writing, as we did before. Okay, there is lang and parole are the two different concepts, two different dichotomies in language and linguistics. They are the two major linguistic terms and concepts that we did before. Okay, these two are the French words which stand for two different approaches opposed to each other. One opposes the other. That is, lang is opposite to parole, and parole is opposite to lang. Okay, they are not the same things. Okay, they are different things. Okay, there's a Ferdinand de Saussure, the father of modern linguistics, is Ferdinand de Saussure, and he made a number of dichotomies, opposing views. Dichotomies means opposing views in language, and out of them, lang and parole is one. Okay, according to Saussure, our language consists of lang and parole. Okay, our total language. Okay, language consists of there is lang and parole. When lang and parole they involve together, then we get a language as a whole. Okay, so lang is the total language system, and parole is the act of speaking, as we did before. Okay, that is, in other words, lang is lang is the abstract knowledge of language, and parole is the actual and concrete act of speaking on the part of an individual, that we can show our lang by our parole. Okay, how much knowledge we have got is shown by speaking or by writing. Okay, this is how we can differentiate between lang and parole. Okay, is shown. And lang is a system which consists of the total set of rules or conventions in a language. Okay, by lang, what we can do is by lang, there is lang is a system. Okay, that is a mentalistic approach, okay, to language. Okay, how much knowledge regarding a language is there in your mind is your lang. Okay, that's when it is a system which consists of the total set of rules or conventions in a language. Okay, the knowledge regarding a language that you have got till now. है अहिलेसम्म तिमीसँग भएको कुनै पनि ल्याङ्ग्वेजको टोटल नलेज नै के हो, द्याट इज ल्याङ. So knowledge-बाट तिमीले जति तिमी बोल्न सक्छौ, जति तिमीले deliver गर्न सक्छौ, that is your what? That is your parole. Okay, in this way, it is a social event. Okay, lang is a social event and certainly a mentalistic concept of language system. Okay, it is a mentalistic concept. Whatever is there in your mind is lang. Okay, it consists of the knowledge of grammar, vocabulary, and pronunciation. Okay, you have got the knowledge of grammar, vocabulary, and pronunciation of a language, and that is knowledge lang. Okay, the total knowledge of grammar, vocabulary, and pronunciation. Okay, the system of language. By system of language, we mean grammar, vocabulary, and pronunciation. Okay, in the same way, there is parole, on the other hand, is the language in its actual manifestation of speaking or writing. Okay, that is by the use of lang, we show our parole. Okay, that's why parole is visible, parole is audible, parole चाहिँ सुनिन्छ, parole चाहिँ देखिन्छ. Okay, by speaking, it is audible. By writing, it is visible. That's why parole can be seen or it can be observed or it can be heard. है यो सुन्न सकिन्छ parole. Okay, we can see and hear parole in terms of an individual utterance. Okay, that is, we can see and hear parole in terms of individual utterances. Utterances mean the spoken sentences. Okay, so there is by parole we can see and we can hear the individual utterances. Okay, thus parole is the concrete manifestation of language, and it is an object to be directly observed and perceived. That we can directly see, we can directly hear, we can directly observe parole. Okay, that's why it is the concrete manifestation of language. It is concrete. It is not abstract. It is concrete. It is clearly seen. It is clearly visible. Okay, so that we did before. That's why we concluded yesterday as it is language must be constructed out of parole, and without parole, lang cannot exist. That is, for language, we need both lang and parole. Okay, lang is the total linguistic knowledge. Okay, and parole is the act of the speaking from that knowledge. That's why lang and parole, they constitute, the both of them constitute what? Constitute the total language system. In this way, we saw the differences between lang and parole yesterday. Okay, clear? Is there any confusion? Any confusion, sir? Do you have to ask any question? Yes or no? Okay, you are 9 participants today. Okay, now I can move to the next one. Okay, competence and performance. Okay, the concept of competence and performance is same as the knowledge of lang and parole. Okay, they are more or less similar to lang and parole of Ferdinand de Saussure. Though the terms of competence and performance are coined by the American linguist Abraham Noam Chomsky. These are the terms of Noam Chomsky, competence and performance. Okay, but lang and parole are the terms coined by Ferdinand de Saussure. Okay, that's why the two terms, competence and performance, are the contributions of Noam Chomsky, the American linguist. Okay, you have to copy them down. Okay, copy out them. Okay, the two terms, competence and performance, are the contributions of Noam Chomsky, the American linguist. Have you started copying? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay.
Yes,
Then.
sir.
Okay. And now, though the term seems to be different, okay, competence performance, these two terms, they seem to be different. They are more or less similar to Saussure's notions of lang and parole. It is lang. It is not long. It is lang. Sasur's notion of lang and parole. Okay, that is, it has been L-O-N-G-U-E. It is L-A-N-G-U-E. Okay, L-A-N-G, lang and parole. Okay, so that is the two terms. Now, through the term, though the terms seem to be different, okay, they are more or less similar to association notions of lang and parole. Okay? That is, they are similar to competence is similar to lang and performance is similar to what? Similar to parole. Okay, performance and parole are similar, and competence in lang are also similar. Okay, but oh, these terms are coined by what? Abraham Noam Chomsky. Okay, Noam Chomsky terms. And now Noam Chomsky identifies competence with the way a native speaker acquires and internalizes the rules of his language in his mind. Okay, the knowledge, the concept is the same as lang. Okay, just as in lang, we talked about lang is the mentalistic approach to language. In the same way, Noam Chomsky identifies competence with the way a native speaker acquires and internalizes. He thinks internally the rules of his language in his mind. How we can make the concept of language in our mind is known as what? Competence. That is the knowledge of language. Okay? Knowledge of language. How we internalize the system of language, the rules of language is what is known as competence. Okay, if you are competent in language, then you can perform easily. Okay, on the basis of the competence, we can have our performance. Okay, so Noam Chomsky identifies competence with the way a native speaker acquires and internalizes the rules of his language in his mind. Okay, and next one is that competence is what? Competence is the abstract knowledge of language. That we said lang is the abstract knowledge of language. In the same way, competence is also what? It is the abstract knowledge of language which we require and use in performing the language skills like listening, speaking, reading, writing, and signing. Okay, sometimes we express our views by after listening, sometimes by speaking, and sometimes by reading, writing, and even signing. We also use sign language. Okay? For sign language also, we need to have the knowledge of competence. Okay? Knowledge of competence. Competence about sign language or signing. Okay? That's why these listening, speaking, reading, writing, signing are what? They are performance. They are performances. Okay, we perform by listening, we perform by speaking, we perform by reading, writing, and signing. Okay, that's why competence is needed. We need competence to for what? For performance. Okay, that's a to perform something. Okay, we need competence. That's why competence is regarded as the abstract knowledge of language, and we need that abstract knowledge of language to perform the language skills. The language skills mean what? Listening, speaking, reading, and writing are the four language skills, and we can also add signing here. Signing is also, sign language is also used by deaf and dumb people. Okay, those who are, let's say, who have got let's say speech aphasia. Okay, they can use sign language. Okay, in this way, performance is, or let's say competence is the abstract knowledge, and performance is the concrete use of competence. Okay, in this way, that is you can do. And competence is the ability. Okay, what is competence? Competence is the ability to construct and understand unheard or and unspoken sentences. Okay, that is, we can have the ability to construct and understand the unheard sentences or unspoken sentences. Okay, it is because of what? Because of competence. Because we have got the knowledge of competence. Because of that competence, we can construct, we can understand unheard or unspoken sentences before. Okay, even the unheard sentences will be understood by us. Okay, by you. Okay, even the unspoken sentences till now can be spoken by you. हैन हामीले अहिलेसम्म नसुनेको अहिलेसम्म नबोलेका सेन्टेन्सहरू पनि हैन हामीले बुझ्न सक्छौं सुन्न सक्छौं. It is because of the ability of competence in us. है हामी भित्र भएको competence को ability ले गर्दाखेरि we can have, let's say, this let's say system in our mind. Okay, competence and performance. Okay, that is by competence, by the knowledge of competence, that we can perform easily. Okay, now next one is that is it requires two kinds of ability. It here means what? Competence here requires two kinds of ability. Okay, by in competence is the ability to construct and understand unheard or unspoken sentences before. Okay, that is for competence we need to construct and understand. We need there's two types of ability. Okay, it requires two kinds of ability. That is, one of them is to produce good grammatical sentences. Okay, that is, you have to produce good grammatical sentence to have, let's say, to deliver your thought. Okay, we need to produce good grammatical sentences. And the other is to select and use sentences appropriately, keeping in view the demand of the topic, setting, and addressee relationship. That is, we need to know where to speak which sentence. हैन कुन कुरा कहाँ बोल्ने भन्ने कुरा पनि हामीले विचार पुर्याउनु पर्छ है. त्यो कुन कुरा कहाँ बोल्ने भनेर विचार पुर्याउनु पनि, that is the part of what? Part of competence, not that is the part of performance. Okay, whatever our competence says us and we do accordingly. है त्यो हामीले कुनै पनि कुरा अब यहाँ हामी we are here in on here in, let's say, online class. Okay, wow, how we should speak out in online class, it depends upon us. हैन हामीले कसरी बोल्ने, के गर्ने, अनलाइन क्लासमा सरसँग के बोल्नुहुन्छ, के बोल्नु हुँदैन भन्ने कुरा पनि it depends upon your competence. Okay, competence, that's why how you speak. Okay, how you speak, what is the demand of topic, what type of setting is here, what type of addressee and addressor relationship is there. Okay, we need to understand that because of our competence in us. Okay, that's why competence has, let's say, different things to include. Okay, under the competence we have different knowledge regarding the use of language, regarding the appropriate usage of language. Okay, what is the setting there, what is topic there, what is the relationship between addressee and addressor. Addressee is you are addressee there, I'm addressee here, I'm an addressee here, and you are addressor. Okay, there is how we have to address ourselves is the part of what is the part of competence. Okay, so let's say here. Okay, performance. Now next one is performance. Performance, on the other hand, is what is performance then? Have you finished copying up to competence? Finished copying this?
Sir, last को थियो.
Okay, okay, go on copying. Okay, it requires two kinds of ability. One is to produce good grammatical sentences, and the other is to select and use sentences appropriately, demanding. Okay, demanding appropriately, keeping the in view the demand of the topic, setting, and addressor relationship. Okay.
Complete, sir.
Okay, everyone. Have you completed?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay, okay.
Yes,
Then
sir.
we'll move to the next performance. On the part performance, there is performance. On the other hand, okay, we did about competence, and performance is the actual use of language or the concrete realization of competence. Okay, competence is realized by performance. Okay, that's why competence performance is the concrete realization of what of competence. So it is the actual use of language. Okay, when you use language, then that is your performance. Okay, the total linguistic knowledge that you have got in your mind is your competence. Okay, that's why there is a difference between competence and performance. That's why these two different are the opposing views. Okay, one opposes the other. Okay, Pratima, Pratima,
Yes, sir.
you have certain background noise from your device. Mute it, please. Mute your device. Device mute करा था आवाज आएगा है बाहिरबाट. Okay. Now, there is Chomsky uses this term. Okay, Noam Chomsky uses this term means performance to mean the act of speaking and writing, or listening, or and reading, or the production of speech and writing. Okay, they all mean the same. Okay, speech and writing, namely the sentences that we hear a sequence of sounds or see as letters on paper. The sentences that we hear as sequence of sounds means what? Speech. Or see the sentences that we see as letters on paper means what? Writing. Okay, the sentences that we see on our paper is what? Is writing. And the sentences that we hear a sequence of sounds is what? That is speech. Okay, that's why Chomsky uses performance, the term performance to mean the act of speaking and writing, or listening and reading as well. Okay, when you speak, then someone will listen. When you write, then someone will read. Okay, someone will read. That's why this is the product of speech and writing. Okay, performance is the product of speech and writing. Okay, the sentences that we hear a sequence of sounds or see as letters on paper. In this way, Chomsky defines performance, because these two are the terms coined by Chomsky. Okay, competence and performance. Okay, by performance, we can see performance by speech and writing. Okay, and thus performance refers to process as well as the product of performing. Okay, so the performance actually it refers to the process as well as the product of performing. The process of performing and the product of performing, both of them come under what? Performance. In this way, we do about competence and performance. Basically, you have to focus on the act of speaking and writing, or listening and reading. For them, some say calls performance. So performance refers to the process as well as the product of performing. The process of performing, whatever you perform by writing or by speaking or by listening or by reading, okay, by using the sentences with the sequence of sounds, or by using the sentences on paper. On paper, one refers to speech and another refers to writing. Okay, this is how this is going to about what competence and performance. Finished?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay, all of you. Okay, we might have finished. Now we'll move to the next one. The next topic is the next number regarding the key concepts in language and linguistics is relationship among form, substance, and meaning. Okay, relationship among form, substance, function, and meaning. What kind of relationship is there between form, substance, function, and meaning? These are also form, substance, function, and meaning are the linguistic terms. Okay, they are the terms of language and linguistics. Okay, how what is form, what is substance, what is function, what is meaning, and what is the relationship between form and substance, what is the relationship between form and function, and what is the relationship between form and meaning. Okay, we have got here, let's say, three different relationship: form and substance relationship, form and function relationship, and form and meaning relationship. Okay, I'd like to tell you in isolation about what form is, what substance is, what function is, and what the meaning aspect of language is. Okay, we'll do about that. Okay, now first of all, you will write about form. Okay, what is form? Okay, form is actually it is the abstract structure of language. It is the overall linguistic organization or structure of speech or writing. Okay, form is that is you have spoken form, you have written form. Okay, that is it is the overall linguistic organization or structure of speech or writing. Okay, I am speaking here and you are listening there. Okay, I am speaking because of linguistic forms, the utterances, the sentences, the words, the phrases. Okay, the phrases, the words, okay, they are what they are known as what? These all are known as the forms. Okay, words, phrases, clauses, sentences, okay, they are what? They are the forms of language. Okay, that's what they are the overall linguistic organization. How the words are combined, how the morphemes are combined to get words. The word is a form. How morpheme, how words are combined to get phrases. That is, phrase is a form. Okay, how phrases are combined together to get clauses. Clause is a form. And how clauses are combined together to get sentences. Sentence is a form. Okay, that's why it is the overall linguistic organization or structure of speech or writing. Okay, that is form is an arrangement of basic linguistic elements or units. When the units are organized together, then we get what we get forms. When smaller units are joined together, then we get larger form, larger unit, larger form. Okay, that is words and words are combined together to get phrase. That's why phrase is a form. Okay, words and words or phrases and phrases are combined together to get a sentence. That's why sentence is a form. Okay, form. And these elements may be words, phrases, clauses, or sentences. Okay, that is the sentence is the highest unit of grammar. Okay, and the word is the minimal unit of grammar. Okay, in this way, word is a form, phrase is a form, clause is a form, and sentence is also a form. That's why these are known as the forms of language. Okay, this is form. Okay, the next one is substance. Okay, what is substance? That is, form is made up of certain substances. Substances are the raw materials. Okay, substances are actually raw materials. That is, form is made out of different substances. Okay, the substance is the raw material by the combination of which language gets its form. That's why there is close relationship between substance and form. In any form, there is what? Substance. For example, cat, C-A-T, cat is a form. This is the form. Cat is a form, and it has got different substances, C-A-T or coat. Coat, these are known as what? Phonic substance. C-A-T, C-A-T are known as what? These are known as what? The graphic substance. Okay, graphic substance. That's why substances can be of two types. Okay, two types: phonic substance or graphic substance. Okay, all the distinctive sound units and the visual marks produced are the two types of substances as phonic substance and graphic substance. Okay, for by phonic substance we mean what? The all the distinctive sound units. The sounds are what? Phonic substance, and the visual marks produced are what they are? Graphic substance. Whatever you write is graphic substance, and whatever you will speak or how you will speak is what? Is by using phonic substance. By using phones we will speak, by using letters or alphabets we write. That's why these letters or alphabets are what? Graphic substances. The phones or the sounds that you use while speaking are what? They are what? They are phonic substances. Okay, for example, the word kind, K-I-N, kind is a form. It is a form. The word is a form. Right? We said before, this word, okay, word is a form. Word is a form here. Okay, word is a form. Okay, okay, duct, this word, this is word, this is word. Okay, this word. That's why this kind is also what? Kind is the word kind is a form. This is a form. We define form as word, phrase, clause, and sentence can be what? Can be form. Okay, that's why it is a form. And this form is made up of the substances. What are the substances of this form? Ka, I, na, and da. Kind. Okay, ka, I, na, and da. Okay, they are what? They are phonic substances. Okay, what are the graphic substances? What are the graphic substances of kind? K, I, yon, and D. There are four graphic substances there. K, I, yon, D. This K, I, and G are what? They are organized together. They are organized. These elements may be words. Okay, that's why form is an arrangement of basic linguistic elements or units. This is the arrangement. KIND is the arrangement of basic linguistic elements, means these substances. When we arrange these linguistic units, for example, letters KING together, then we get what? We get a form. Okay, that's why this kind is a form, and it is made up of the substances. Ka, I, na, and da. The kind. Okay, in this way we can say that substance is the raw material by which we can make what? Forms. Next copy.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
okay. Tomorrow we'll do about function and meaning. Our time is running over. It is only 1 minute left for us That's why I would like to um, stop my screen sharing here. Okay, stop my screen sharing here. Okay, okay. Now you have finished copying them. Okay? Have you finished copying them all?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
If you do not,
Yes, sir.
okay, if you can't finish at the time of teaching, then you can screenshot as well. है कहिले कहिले सकिहालेन भने पनि स्क्रिनशट चाहिँ गर्ने है okay.
Okay.
Okay, then tomorrow we'll do about function and meaning aspect of language. Okay, we have got 1 minute time left. That's why I'll leave here. Thank you for your participation. Okay, I hope you all will come tomorrow as well, inviting your friends as well. Okay,
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you.
thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank
Have a good time.
you, sir. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you,
Bye.
sir.
Bye. Bye. Goodbye.